Okay, we've all seen the Hypnosis Swirl, right? What's that about? It's crazy. It really is nothing more than what we're calling. So to get some people, here's what happens in a stage show. They are looking for who wants to come up here, right? If you wanted to come up here, you'd raise your hand. So first, that's the power of I'm looking for who wants to come up. Then what I'm going to do is say, okay, I bring them up and I'm going to slowly start feeding them information quickly, rapidly, and seeing who's suggestible, who's like following the instructions. I'm going to tap people out and get them out. Teenagers are a little different because, again, they don't have that critical mind factor as much. So they're much easier to hypnotize. Children are just in a hypnotic state all the time, literally. But with this, what you're doing is you're stimulating the mind. I don't know if anyone's ever seen what's called a rapid induction. It's you'll see the hypnotist talking with someone, they're holding their hands, they're like, oh, blah, 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 and they're rapid firing at them. What's happening is you are so stimulating the mind to the point, and it's kind of like heavy trauma, right? Like when heavy trauma happens, you sort of like your mind just sort of shuts down because it has to get through it and it'll digest it later. But it's like you are bombarding the brain to the point where it's like, I just need an out. And then they'll take you by the back of the neck and pull you and go sleep. And you're giving the cue of sleep, but it's like, oh, I know sleep. I know that sleep feels good. And they literally just fall and like crumble. And that's a rapid induction. But the hypnosis swirl is the same thing. It's what we're doing is having you focus here, right in the center. Now, there are certain illusional effects to some of it that you're going to see the swirl begin to move, but it doesn't even matter if it begins to move or not. What's happening is as you're looking at it and you lock your eyes on it, I am overstimulating your brain while I'm also talking to you, telling you to imagine the lights, thinking about this. Your eyes are beginning to blink. The harder you try to keep them open, the harder it becomes. And the mind is just getting tired, right? And that's where we can then go and close your eyes. And the mind's like, that feels nice. And I like that. And you begin to relax into it more. And the idea is that you've become also suggestible to me. I might even have you then open your eyes again to look at the spot, because then your mind goes, wait, I want to go back to the relaxation. So weirdly, hypnosis is not a whoop, it can be, but typically in an office, it's like you're going down, I trigger you up a bit, and then you go down more. There's like an incremental gain down and down. So these are, again, you're getting the mind to focus outside of itself into the environment, onto a spot. When you get out of your head, you begin to quiet, the mind begins to quiet too. Then we're overstimulating the mind, bringing it up to then let it relax down and go into the hypnotic states. So one tool that you can use with yourself anytime is if you're feeling overstimulated, like just find a spot on the wall. Therapists tell you this all the time. It's like find 5 things in their room. It's like, okay, the light is this. I teach a lot of, like I've taught other hypnotherapists where it's like, just use the eye fascination to get them down. And if you do like, look at this spot for a minute, and as you do, like think about your eyes getting heavy, play around with like, I can get them to be very clear. I can also get it to feel very unfocused. And then close your eyes, and you might notice that your eyes are wobbling. You're in a hypnotic state. And that's where you can give yourself suggestions, self suggestions of what it is you want to feel. Please frame them in a positive thing. Try not to use words like no or don't. The more positive you are, the more that the mind can take it in with like a good anabolic energy to build you up. So